像是很可以活得真实，需要更多爱，并放下雨点，跟上 You will learn 上，这是全年的 I take what I want， 靠自己手，没有白痴，不再走到家门口。我看到是在抓紧 everywhere I go， 可亲可亲 ，Super Mario， 笑脸大，笑脸大，吃太好不敢再笑人胖，笑脸大，笑脸大，晚上出门再几个笑脸大，笑脸大不常是兄弟一起做，交易只用现金不干3.8，决策要果断，看几杯才给度我来做典范，大胆出来混口饭，管他万一转头还是靠边转，不把话说满，只为家庭人想不过轻点干，不怕弄从旁角都敢偷懒，现场兄弟避风港，兵来我家来把哥们带上，就算前卫是路也拿着张牙床，见到抽筋做事要巴结，不走捷径，长见轻松些，做的路比工兵，出口只是带金，带人走心，享受到是甘蔗甜。笑脸大，笑脸大，吃太好不敢再笑人胖，笑脸大，笑脸大，晚上出门再几个笑脸大，笑脸大，笑脸大，吃太好不敢再笑人胖，笑脸大，笑脸大，晚上出门再几个笑脸大。我这双手像是元气，不想再看谁脸色，用尽全力不让自己有点饿，建造自己背景笑脸啊的追求都是白手起家，与互相在多赚几个利，别再只用眼神看，想着怎么干，别心里尽管你早习惯看着别人赚，才叫名牌吊牌 Off White， 裤子别是并排 Go Fly， 喜欢解决问题，不然一通电话还是见面3分气，不是一夜致富懂得拍拍的心情，大 A 只手一两也是从底层拼起，看好自己黄，不要左顾右盼，沙发左右拍拍都是开始的伙伴，同样大的心声引导着我们转，有着心在带人时候为我先连转。I take what I want， 靠自己手，没有白痴，不再走到家门口。我靠脑子在赚钱 ，everywhere I go， 可亲可亲 ，Super Mario， 笑脸大，笑脸大，吃得太好不敢再笑人胖，笑脸大，笑脸大，晚上出门再几个笑脸大。
是提醒线上的神队友，在今天的赛后将有海神来的活动，将由高雄日、前金区、林园区、紫关区的代表海派大使吴小景跟各位见面。喜欢小景的神队友以及这3个区域的神队友，千万不要错过这么好的活动赛事。 现场的神队友也看得到我们的赤影粉制造机 Brownie 在现场跟各位互动。在开赛前呢，就希望我们神队友多跟我们 Brownie 做一点互动，可以拍照互动，然后由我们最可爱的 Brownie 带着你一起应援，就在比赛的时候。
Mama baby to the party. Oh, some of them will put some money, fashion, power and respect. Just move it. When I wanna show I just go and choose it. I need to prove it. When my baby mama prove it, she choose it.
现场神队们，大家好，欢迎莅临高雄全家海神主场。今天是高雄全家海神主场2周的赛事最终战，很开心再一次跟我们各位神队友一起度过假日周末的下午。今天这一场高雄全家海神出战桃园永丰运动的比赛，稍等一下将会有精彩的赛事，请尚未入座的神队友小心脚步，尽快入座。 连续2周的赛事，也是2周的最终场赛事。现场神队友，稍等一下，需要你们的折扇最热情的应援。拿到折扇的海神的神队友，不要忘记了，可以先把折扇折好。
Tonight
神队友，如果你已经到我们现场尚未入座的，一样小心脚步，尽快入座哦。 好，请各位神队友尽速就座。各位神队友，各位神队友，稍等一下，我们高雄市的大家长陈其迈市长进场的时候，不要忘记了给我们市长一点欢呼掌声。 欢迎我们高雄市大家长陈其迈市长，神队友给我们市长来点掌声喽！现场。 比赛即将开始，也会关闭场灯，请尚未入座的神队友小心脚步，尽快入座，谢谢。请两队球员回到球员席。 有请我们两队球员回到球员席，谢谢。我们靠得紧密，如果我是苹果，你就是地心引力。汉斯里加点并亲吻你，随时随地我们的爱不用刻意隐蔽。我的愿望就是占有你的一生，我想我们的爱不会针对足够递增。你是我眼里最迷人。麻烦我们两队的球员，请回到球员席，谢谢。活动即将开始。
守护你的优雅在若干年后，白头发的帅哥可以让你跳出舞吗？孤单不会消失。
请两队球员回到球员席，现场请关闭场灯。
What happens now when you win one? Is it luck? Can you do it again?
海神的舞狮球风，我们和高雄一起不随波逐流。
Let's go.
What's up, 高雄 ？Mr. Noise for 高雄。隆重的为你介绍，我不是 DJ， 我是 MC， 我叫罐头。大家好，我是你们的 MC Joe。在我身后呢，就是台湾篮球最懂得放音乐，那个真正的 DJ 丁丁。还有我们主场气氛制造机 Brownie。今天一样由我们陪伴大家一起为海神加油。再次感谢呢，来到我们主场以及进场观赛的神队友。上周呢，我们主场开幕，不管你是进到现场或在线上观看的神队友，总共有72931位神队友为高雄海神加油！神队友给自己来点掌声！每一次的掌声，每一次的拍打应援，我们都感受到了。高雄全家海神一定会持续努力。是的，没错。希望当每位神队友想到高雄，想到高雄巨蛋，就会想到高雄全家海神队。让我们为高雄、为篮球，将港都的热情赶来给所有喜欢篮球的球迷们。让更多人知道高雄，让我们成为高雄引以为傲的一股力量。那等等比赛期间，各位神队友，我们一起让来高雄做客的桃园永丰云豹感受到南台湾最海派的应援，一起震撼他们。Let's go, Aquas！没错，成就一支球队需要各方面的支持跟相挺，感谢也非常开心看到许多我们的神队友跟贵宾到现场，用最直接的行动跟我们鼓励。然后呢，各位神队友，现在希望你们双手一起来欢迎我们与会的贵宾，也欢迎贵宾被唱名到了，跟我们神队友挥挥手，为你们介绍第一位贵宾。高雄市大家长陈其迈市长，欢迎市长，感谢市长一直挺海神。高雄市政府市哲副市长，欢迎副市长，感谢副市长莅临。高雄市政府运动发展局侯春尧局长，欢迎局长，很高兴又再次见面了。高雄市政府观光局周凌文局长，欢迎局长。台湾运彩 T1 联盟张树仁秘书长，欢迎树仁哥。欢迎九泰科技股份有限公司李正妮总监，欢迎日月光集团温俊哲副总经理，欢迎。人友空运股份有限公司韩宏开总经理，欢迎。三分春色有限公司林兰慧总经理，欢迎。谢谢我们各位长官、贵宾及神队的支持，高雄全家海神这季也会继续乘风破浪，朝梦想航行前进。各位 Aqua Mermaids 看好看满，身怀绝技的各位，让我们一起来欢迎我们的 Aqua Mermaids。
Banger. Give me some new. Give me some new. Give me some new. Mississippi putting it down. I'm the hottest round. I told y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on get me now. Is you with me now? Then biggie bounce. I know you dig the way I switch my style. Holla, holla. People sing around, now people gather round, now people jump around. Get your freak on, get your freak on, get your freak on, get your freak
Ik ben lid. Langer van Cartier. Langer van Cartier. Langer van Cartier. Dat is nog niks. Brakka van Balmain. Brakka van Balmain. Brakka van Balmain. Hey, 100 flessen, dat is veel gezeik. Mond voor go to net Patricia Pai. Het is je vrouwtje, ze doet vies bij mij. Je gaat niet halen, dus blijf liever thuis. Ben de flyest in een volle bak. Jullie proppen in een volle bak. Eeuwig flexen, jullie zonder guap. Alle treintje op een donderdag. Al mijn jongens hebben stacks. Al mijn bitches hebben ass. Veel hoeren op mijn snap. Nieuwe chain, ik ben geplast.
尖叫声，感谢 Aquas。
什么是 Aquas？
去年是海神正式成军入港，在高雄正式扬帆起航的第一年。感谢高雄市政府扮演最坚强的神队友，高雄全家海神队也不负众望所归，为这座城市赢得一座冠军。
有没有点掌声好不好？高雄全家海神主场选在高雄巨蛋，就是期许成为屹立不摇的篮球灯塔，誓言守护这片南方的海。感谢高雄市政府的热情及大力支持新球季的开赛，我们准备了代表高雄以及拥有专属背号球衣要送给市长。先有请我们全家海神的领队侯家庆明秀，
欢迎明秀。
再大声一点，神队欢呼声在哪里？各位神队友，有最大的掌声欢迎我们高雄市大家长 ，AK 海神铁粉陈其迈市长，
欢迎市长。
有请我们敏秀将代表高雄的球衣送给我们的市长。也请取下口罩，谢谢。
是的，胸前大大高雄就是要让大家知道我们来自高雄，我们要成为高雄人的信念与骄傲。尖叫声！
再次感谢市长，也是我们明秀。相信各位刚才呢看我们 Aquas Moments 也相当的精彩。接下来为您介绍2022年12月4日星期日，高雄全家海神出战桃园永丰云豹，为各位介绍桃园永丰云豹。桃园永丰云豹年度口号：原力爆发特有种，做客高原力不在。结局只有那一种，为各位介绍桃园永丰云豹。Number 0陈小荣 ，Number 1郑伟 ，Number 6尤楚祥 ，Number 9蔡阳明 ，Number 50高世杰。Number 70曾品富 ，Number 82刘元凯 ，Number 92黄义胜 ，Starting 5先发5人 ，Number 3陈建明 ，Number 7卢杰明 ，Number 4戴维斯 ，Number 5威廉斯 ，Number 11罗振峰，以及桃园永丰云豹教练团董事长刘敬良，执行长张建伟。领队陈其文，总经理苏义杰，总教练刘家发，助理教练威廉斯，体适能训练教练维达斯，请礼貌性的给客队来点掌声，欢迎桃园永丰云豹。
各位神队友，就让熊友 Go with the flow， 请看大荧幕。 雄 ，Are you ready？ 为了胸前的烙印，为了这座城市，我们奋战到最后1分1秒。This is my house, this is our town。欢呼声不要停，这老雄勇，让我为你介绍高雄全家海神队。Number 3， 从防守做起。 勇敢奋战到底，阿勇王永泉。Number 8， 霸气战神签，求生冠邱子贤。Number 18， 神来一笔，今天一起板凳神兵吴一斌。 Number 23， 炸裂禁区，捍卫胜利，爆炸头，John Mohamed。Number 24， 场上场下能量满点，Leo苏文路。Number 28， 以身作则。 安定军心，高雄队长于春爱。Number 57， 板凳火力，暴力输出，阿美时刻吴小军。Number 85， 力扛禁区，杨将一碰壁。 内线雄勇，徐明旭。紧接着为你介绍沙利拜先发5人，背上noise。Number 5。 攻守都是他的梦，某一个神控球，却是 Beckman。Number 7， 人酷无情，3分必进，神射手阿雅于焕雅。 Number 49， 守护港都领空，令台湾巨神兵 ，Bingo Gas Cruises。Number 12， 王牌杀手，3D 高炮塔，小林林人空。 最后为你介绍压轴登场 ，Number 10， 秋风彪悍，制霸全场 ，Final MVP 海龙王吴龙胖，一起高雄全家海神教练团总教练 Braden Joyce， 助理教练朱永宏，助理教练洪德轩，助理教练廖哲义，领队侯佳琪。 执行长李伟成，请主客队球员到场中央互相握手，展现友谊。
请双方的球队往场中移动，留在场中间，也有请双方的教练团移动到场中央，留下纪念性的画面。也请有戴口罩的教练，麻烦帮我口罩取下，谢谢。有请双方教练团，谢谢。 有请教练团。好，请看向前方摄影机。还
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fans of all ages, wherever you are, however you're streaming, welcome to the T1 Universe. It is Sunday, December 4th, 2022. We are live at Harbor City, where we will shortly watch Taoyuan Leopards go head-to-head against the Kaohsiung Aquas. Take a look at the Chinese broadcasters here. For our Mandarin-speaking viewers, 各位观众你好，欢迎来到 T1 宇宙。你正在看英文转播，要看中文转播奖品的话，那按到官方的连接就好了。如果在 YouTube 上帮我们按个赞。Take a look at the standings right now. Aquas scoot their way to the top by breaking Sun's 3-game winning streak. They share the #2 spot with CTBC. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, with the Taichung Suns. CTBC DEA, who are at 4-3 thanks to the last night's game ending in 11-17 and 103. Hero Bears at 4th, Ghost Hawks and Leopards following behind. Here with me today is my fellow color commentary partner today, Matt Bronsel. Matt, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited about this game. We've got a great crowd here today. It's almost packed, and I'm ready for this game.
Awesome. Yeah, we it's a 15,000 capacity stadium here at K Arena in Kaohsiung. And here we look at the graphics here. Notes to the game, defensively dominant game. Davis is currently leading the league in blocks, 4.3 to be exact, with Kupsas at 2.2 blocks. Kupsas is arguably T1's best big man, but Davis can show off and has shown out. His standout performance last weekend, he played 45 minutes with 9 blocks. Thank Lu very much. Second point, Leopards still lacking a little depth in their guards and a little short-handed in the roster in general, so we'll see if Lu Jiaming, aka Lu, is up for the task against the veteran Brickman. Mastering rebounds does not equal mastering the game. Last point, rebounds aren't going to be the win or lose factor for the Leopards. They have contributed, seeing as Howard got 25 rebounds in his debut game against CTBC DEA. We're going to need some more difference makers in today's game, though, as Aquas is an established powerhouse. Matt, what do you think? What are some keys to the game for you today?
Well, I think for the Leopards, they're going to have to watch out for the Aquas. Yesterday they had 3 players that had double-doubles. Brickman had 21 points, 11 assists. Bohannon had 15 points, 11 rebounds, and Kupsas had 15 points, 12 rebounds. So that's a Toyota contender to battle against.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Great. We are about to have a sit-down with Deonta Davis before the game. We kind of talked to him about, you know, his current role as the highest, very strong, effective defensive player. So he's going to talk a little bit about that right now.
Mostly base my game off of being on the defense side, so I'm a defensive player before any offense is going on. So, I mean, but if the coach tells me he needs me to shoot, I'm going to take the shot. I mean, I will be more than honored to play on the national team. Me coming in this season, I really wasn't really too much thinking about it, but I mean, it's a big accomplishment for anybody to do so I'm grateful.
So the second question that he was asked was, message boards and social media outlets have been suggesting he should get naturalized to play on the national team, and his thoughts about that. I mean, we have a couple of players in professional basketball here. We got Quincy Davis, who's naturalized, and another player, Will Artino, that's correct. They are both in the Plus League, the other professional league here, and we have a sit-down interview with Lin Renhong Lewis talking about his responsibilities as one of the top scorers of the team, and Brendan Dawson mentioning that he and Wayne of the Hero Bears are probably some of the best local players he's seen so far in T1.
我觉得就是教练从去年的体系到现在，我觉得越来越融入这个体系，然后在体系当中找到进攻的方法以及解决的方法越来越明确，然后教练给我的定位也越来越明显，就是在场上做自己擅长的事情，可能就是快攻啊、防守，然后或是空档3分球，就是把这些把握住，其实在场上的发挥的效果就会越来越好。我觉得他这样讲，我应该要请他吃一顿饭。就是他其实我在九泰的时候，其实跟他交情就是在还不错。他是算我遇过真的是很好配合，然后脾气也很好，也很好相处的一位洋将。 我觉得他会这么讲的原因，真的要讲的话，可能就是我在场上可能愿意去防守、去补防。我看大圣在场上也是很积极的去拼抢篮板、去补防。那如果连他都这么做的话，我觉得本土球员如果一起联动带起来，一起去防守的话，我觉得会是很好的加分的效果。
Lewis just now mentioning that with the second year in the league, Coach Joyce, a veteran coach himself, has really helped solidify players' responsibilities. So if you're stronger with defense, you're going to be there. He's going to rely more on your rebounds. And as for Dawson's comment about Lewis being one of the best players that he's ever encountered with, Lewis has actually had playing experience with Dawson back in Jiotai, the formerly disbanded SBL team. Dawson was there for a couple of short months, and you know, Lewis said that all the nice things that Dawson said, he should buy him a meal, and Dawson is pretty easygoing. Dawson is also another player who's been around Taiwan, right, Matt?
Yeah, he's been around quite a bit, and you know, this whole team is just filled with the people who have just been out there for the longest time. Got a few national team players. We've got people who have been playing for the Kaohsiung team for a while. And so they've been working together for a long time, and you can see it out on the field. They're really cohesive on the play.
Absolutely, like we mentioned, Lewis comes from Jiotai. We've got quite a few players in that previous SBL team, so they're going to get a lot of those players because Jiotai used to be located in Kaohsiung. So their team chemistry is already going to be really great because they've worked amongst each other for a long time. And as I mentioned before, Coach Joyce, being a very experienced coach, he's been the NBL coach for the national men's team and women's team for the Opals, as they call it in Australia. So with a strong coach, they're going to have strong chemistry, and of course, not to forget about our import players, Brickman and Kupsas, who have quite a few accolades from last season.
Yeah, and Brickman's been one of the best point guards. He's one of the few point guards in the NCAA who has over 1,000 assists. He's been playing for the Vampires. He's been playing for the Filipinos in the ABL. So he has some international experience as well as experience here in Taiwan now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been talking a lot about the Aquas, but we should probably mention some things about the Leopards. You know, Howard, again, he had a knee injury in the past few weeks, so hopefully even without his presence on the court, he can still be around to be the best cheerleader that he can. So take a look at the starting five. We got Brickman, Allen, Lewis, Kevin, and Kupsas for the Aquas.
And for the Leopards, we got J.M., Jae-Ming, Daytona Davis, Troy Williams, and number 11, Tony.
For the ceremonial tip-off, we got the Kaohsiung Mayor, Chen Qimai. As some of you guys may or may not know, we had elections last weekend. Matt, did you vote?
I wish I could. They don't let me. I tried to sneak in, but they kept throwing me out.
Gotcha. So. Yeah, I voted the very first time as a Taiwanese citizen last week, and it's a little different than the elections in the States. So they kind of had to hold my hand basically the whole entire way. So it was interesting in itself.
Well, congratulations on being an adult now.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, voting is all of our rights, but also it's a privilege, and we should be doing our due diligence as citizens of wherever we are from.
Yes.
Here for the tip-off is Mindaugas Kupsas, and for the Leopards is Deonta Davis. Davis had a really fantastic game last weekend against the Suns. Even though they fell short, he scored 22 points, 22 rebounds, and 9 blocks. 1 block away from a triple-double. That would have been his record best.
And that was a very close game. That came down to the last minute or so of the match. So
yeah,
it was
absolutely.
Great. And here we go.
Easy toss to Kupsas and a dunk. Starting off real early.
Smack.
Less than 10 seconds to the game, and we got a dunk. Troy Williams makes a spin move, passes to Lou, and here we go. That's a nice shot right there beyond the arc.
Lewis is going for, oh.
Davis with an interception. Back to Tony and slips. Foul call on Brickman. See that play right there? Easy for Kupsas. Davis didn't even have a chance right there.
Nowhere in the area. It's right at the tip-off, too.
Lou at the top of the key. Williams going to be tripping up. Allen taking that ball. That's going to be a turnover for Williams.
And a nice, beautiful.
Very nice little finger roll for Kevin Hu right there. Leopards should be careful about early turnovers. Typically, they start off really fast, but you know they're probably getting some pre-game anxieties going on with such a crowd going on here. We've got pretty much 70% capacity, I'd say, right, Matt?
It looks about that, yeah.
Yeah, the other biggest stadium out there is the NTSU Stadium where the Leopards reside, and a jump shot by Williams.
Oh, missed it.
One-on-one against JM. Lewis to Kevin.
And the foul. With just a minute and a half in, you don't want too many fouls. That's the second foul so far. A lot of these games come down to the shot, to the free throw line. So
yeah,
last thing you want is to
yesterday's game, Aquas had a bumpier start, quite a few turnovers and a little bit low on the scoring. So you know, hopefully we'll see a little bit less of turnovers in the first half on behalf of the Aquas as Kevin makes his free throw shot there. And another one in. Score is 5-3, or 6-3, excuse me. 10 minutes, 33 seconds left to the game.
To the quarter, at least.
To the quarter, yes. Tony trying for a call and
beautiful
makes
shot.
that in from the corner.
You don't want to leave that corner open. One of the easiest shots in basketball to make for the threes.
Brickman driving into the paint, back to Kupsas.
And another assist for Brickman.
Kupsas and Brickman's matchup or pairing has shown to be incredibly rewarding since this is their second year with the Aquas. Both of them with a lot of accolades last season. Brickman getting MVP of T1, all T1 first team import of the year also. So he's going to be somebody to watch out for in terms of the Leopards. Hopefully Leopards can outsmart them as that just hits the iron. Back to Lewis.
And Brickman in again. And
lets the ball slip. Fouls by Tony.
And with someone with Brickman, once he has the ball, he's just dangerous because he has just as many assists as he does baskets. So you're going to have to, you don't know whether he's going to shoot, whether he's going to pass at the last second. So it's almost impossible to stop at times.
He's definitely very fun to watch too, and you need to be careful. You know, he'll take advantage of any turnovers he'll get, and he'll create the fast break, and he'll pass the ball to Kupsas, or just slash the paint and makes easy layups on his own. Not a problem, nothing but net right there. They're going to do a full, excuse me, Tony with the ball, top of the key. Back to Lou. Tries to pass to Davis, but unfortunately didn't quite make that pass. So there's going to be another turnover right there on Leopard's side. So, Matt, you are an American.
Yes.
How long have you been living here in Taiwan?
I've been here since 2006.
Okay, so, well, tell me tell me what you've seen so far in the evolution of pro basketball here in Taiwan.
Well, when I first got here, there wasn't a lot, to be honest with you. I got into basketball back when the Dreamers were in the ABL, and that's when even before then, the Kaohsiung had a team in the ABL. So it's become international now, and I love it because Taiwan has probably some of the best guards in all of Asia, and we're really competitive internationally now, and it's really exciting to see. Now with 3 professional leagues, and with now we're getting even bigger profile players in here. It's getting a lot more exciting, it's getting a lot more fun, and it's getting a lot more challenging. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot more star players. I mean, we haven't even mentioned Dwight Howard being here in Taiwan. That news completely broke the internet in Taiwan. I mean, what was your reaction when you found out Howard was signing with the Taiwan team?
I actually couldn't believe it. I mean, last year, T1 just started. They seemed really small. They didn't seem like they had a lot going, and then all of a sudden Dwight Howard signed on, and all of a sudden everyone I know is asking me about basketball, even people who didn't care about it before.
Absolutely. They're just like, I have friends on my end, they've never really followed Taiwanese basketball, and now they're just really interested in knowing not just about Howard's team, but just Taiwanese pro ball in general. So it's really cool to hear, people living in Taiwan saying, SBL or pro ball wasn't quite a thing, to now we got like 15, 16 teams as Williams passes to Davis. Davis answering that call with 3-pointer right there.
Beautiful 3. That puts them in the lead, 13-12.
Yeah, we talk about how Davis is always really strong as a defensive player, but, he can really score a lot. As I mentioned before, he scored 22 points in the last game. Foul call on Davis. Ball's in Aqua's possession now.
That'll send Allen to the line. Is that Allen? Allen goes to the line now?
Yes, right. Allen goes to the line. And a substitution call. Howard is not agreeing with that call made. Hopefully, like we mentioned before, even though he's not playing today, his leadership and his cheerleading abilities will keep these players going as Kevin attempts to get that one in, but Kupsas rebounding and making his own field goal shot. Williams with the ball trying to drive in, but finding Tony and a under.
I thought they had that one.
Under the hook attempt. Kupsas with a foul call. Tony so far, 5 points in the game right here. Little rattler in. Substitution in is number 82. Liu Renkai. Field goal shot, free throw shot, good right there. Nearly losing that ball to number 3, JM. Lewis trying to go for the shot there, hitting the side of the basket. I say this before and I say this all the time still, no matter what level of basketball you play, whether it's high school, elementary, semi-pro, NBA, you're always, free throw shots, they're never going to be 100%.
People always think it's easy and it's just not.
It's really not, it seems like, yeah. So we hopefully they'll improve their free throw percentage as the season goes on, but we shall see. And a substitution. 57, Jasper is coming in. Lewis sitting out. Jasper of the Aquas, previously with the disbanded Kaohsiung Jiutai team from 20 to 21. Now with the Aquas since the birth of the T1 League.
Yeah, he was out last year for an injury, so good to see him back in play.
Yeah, that's right. Another person who was out for the majority of the season was Luo Zhenfeng, or Tony, from the Leopards. What's interesting about Tony is he was actually in the workforce for a year, played in the UBA, the college basketball tournament in Taiwan, but took a year off, worked in the normal workforce, and when T1 called, he's here now. So.
And he was one of the top scorers in the UBA.
That's right.
Kupsa gets it in.
Easy.
He is dangerous in the paint.
He's very easy in the paint if you're not smart or if you don't have a big man such as Davis or Howard. So again, even though Howard is not on the court, hopefully Davis can really show out today as Williams tries to pass it to Rick.
Just over the head.
Kupsas is 217 centimeters tall, or 7'1". He's probably one of the tallest players, as Kevin makes an effortless shot below the net right there.
They're just not guarding under that net very well right now. They've got to get two guys down there. They've got to block people. They've got to get some defense under that net, or else they're going to keep giving up those easy shots.
I mean, one of the keys of the game that we talked about is having Davis on the court to use his defensive skills. I mean, he's he's the top blockers here, so you know, hopefully they'll get him in soon after a quick break on the bench. As another effortless splash shot by Brickman. Leopards coach Bao calling a timeout.
And we got a 22-18 game right now.
Hello， 请看大荧幕，不要害羞，就是你了。跟我们镜头打个招呼吧。Hello， 欢迎来到高雄巨蛋。
醉水球迷认证，不要忘记了，跟我们 Ken 互动的要到我们2楼210出口的摊位 ，Dr. Wu 摊位。
下一位 ，Hello， 就是你，不要怀疑，打个招呼吧。Hello，
热情一点吧。
接下来下一位，非常好，就是这样热情一点。醉水球迷就是你。
Welcome back to the broadcast, folks. If y'all want to show your support, don't forget to give us a like on YouTube, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's free 99, so why not? The score right now is 22-18. Leopards just trailing behind by 4 points. Kupsas, the top scorer so far with 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And the highest scorer for the Leopards being Tony at 7. Here with me on the broadcast today is Matt Bronsel. So, Matt, have you ever broadcasted a game here before?
I have not, no. This is my first time. I had a little bit of jitters at first, but I'm kind of getting the groove now, so.
All good, I think, with a lot of things in T1. Like, I think it's a true reflection of T1 League where, you know, we're trying new things and everybody's just slowly getting the hang of, you know, such a huge platform that we're slowly growing even bigger and bigger. I mean, you know, we're getting quite a bit of audiences from overseas as that ball ricochets off the iron. Aqua's ball in possession. Bohannon substituted in for Brickman.
Hongbao's in for the Aquas, excuse me, number 57.
Cooper hitting that on the back of the iron and an easy floater in. Cooper was on the Chinese Taipei development team. Back in preseason, there was a first time in Taiwan Pro Ball history, there was an interleague tournament between SBL Plus League and T-League. So he actually had a really great performance. He was one of the top 5 rookie of the interleague. So I'm excited to see how he goes from here playing for the Aquas. He's got quite a few great leaders and veteran players on this team. So we'll see how he learns from them.
And Brickman again for 2, gets it in.
Williams on the top, passing to Liu. Jump shot right there, just short. Bohannon getting that rebound. Bohannon previously had an experience in the NBL, which, as we mentioned before, Coach Joyce has been in, and a fadeaway shot by Kupsas. Davis not being able to quite get that. Or, I'm sorry, not Davis, Williams. Liu from beyond the arc, not quite making it. Bohannon at the paint, losing the ball. Allen.
Recovered by Allen.
Cooper, another jump shot, and rolls it right in.
Brings the lead to 12 right now.
Typically, we see local players or local guards bringing the ball over from the backcourt, but for people who don't know, Williams is going to be the one who drives the ball because he is shown to be one of the most aggressive players on the Leopards. He has shown his versatility as that shot doesn't quite make it, but Bohannon makes a putback right in.
And again, they're missing the paint. They're making those easy shots right in the paint, right under the basket. So.
Liu evaluating the situation, back to the paint, but ball slipping, Leopards in possession. We got some substitutions in. Davis and number 0, Smile. Smile is the rookie of the Leopards there. He was Leopards' first round choice for the T1 draft on the Leopards side. He had a little ankle injury a few weeks ago, but he had been a key player during preseason.
And you know, he's still young, he's still a little bit inexperienced, a little bit green, but you know, he's only 23 years old. He's got a lot of promise for basketball here in Taiwan. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of players in T1, we have a lot of young players. I think the average age is about 25, 26 amongst the local players. So, you know, I think in all of the leagues in Taiwan, they're going to depend on their import players for leadership, for scoring, obviously. Williams making that free throw. But, you know, like we mentioned before, Williams is a very versatile player, and hopefully we see him perform well today. He's been driving the ball a lot less today because he's been showing that even though he can score quite a bit in the first half or first quarter, he actually loses that momentum. As the previous game that he was playing in, he scored 1 point in the second quarter and made 3 turnovers.
And you got to keep that conditioning up. You got to keep it going, even when you're tired. Coach Kyle in the ABL, for the Dreamers, he always told his players, he's like, you could be tired after the game. You could feel the pain after the game. Beautiful layup, but doesn't go in. Draws the foul, though.
Try slashing that paint right there. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the game. Williams scoring 10 points so far. And he makes
Another free throw.
Yep, now it's up to 11.
Solid first quarter for him.
Bohannon to Cooper. Cooper, little floater right there. Turnover right there. Jason Brickman, as we mentioned before, going to take advantage as he goes in. Easy floater.
Amazing shot.
Buries it in.
He just finds a way to get to the basket every time. It looks like he's got 3 people guarding him right in front of him, and he just goes right in. A 3 right here and misses. Bohannon gets the rebound.
Cooper back to Bohannon. Slips a little bit. Leopards foul call on Davis.
Right in the arm, and that, of course, is going to go, what, me? That famous basketball pose when right after you foul someone. Right in the middle.
Davis is already going through foul trouble as he has 4 fouls already in the game. So that's why he sat out for a little bit, but hopefully he'll be more careful as the game goes on because they really are going to need him defensively against Kupsas.
Yeah, and both teams are in the bonus right now, so any foul now is going to make a big difference in this first quarter.
Beyond the arc, just off the iron. Ricochets off. Brickman back with a rebound. Finds Bohannon.
Just missed it. Just slipped right past him. I don't think he was ready for that pass.
And a substitution. Tony back in. And Lou back in also. Brickman and Smile with Williams passing the ball nearly. Cooper taking advantage.
Knocks it out of bounds though. Good hustle though, good hustle on that.
Yeah, Cooper is probably learning from Brickman to take advantage of their slip-ups and, you know, run the hustle plays. 49 seconds left to the game, to the quarter, excuse me. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to make some moves. No
and
one
passes it off. Oh,
all that space Brickman has, and Cooper answers, and it's good.
15-point game at the end of the first almost, so. Leopards are going to have to step up here. They're going to have to get some points on the board to finish off the quarter just to get that momentum going into the break.
Spin move by Williams, fighting it in, and a nice underhand.
And that's what they need to do. They need to block this. They need to get. They don't want the Aquas to get the momentum going into the quarter, but they will.
Drops right in. Folks, that's the end of the first quarter.
40-25, Aquas are leading. And I'm gonna step off here and go the broadcast here of the second quarter to Aquas President Michelle Ho.
跟我们 Brownie、Mermaids 互动一下，现在要送出我们汉神剧团提供的小礼物，你们的声音在哪里？
想要拿到礼物的，跟着 Brownie 还有 Aquas 妹妹一起动起来！
声音在哪里呀，神队友？
想要礼物的在哪里？后面的朋友想要的在哪里？前面的尖叫声！
这边声音在哪里？接下来的比赛就是需要这么热情的神队友跟我们一起应援，希望把胜利留给高雄巨蛋主场。
Welcome back, folks. We are now at the K Arena Stadium in Kaohsiung. It is the Aquas against the Taoyuan Leopards. We interrupt this, our normal program, and with a very special guest with me today. We hopefully will have some more guests in the future, but our very first of all time, the matriarch of this ocean, president of Kaohsiung Aquas, Michelle Ho. Michelle, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for having me. This is my very first time doing a broadcast, so I'm pretty nervous, but very excited to be here.
All good. We are all relatively new. I mean, T1 is only 2 years old, so you know what? We're all learning in the process. I'm just happy that you're here with me right now.
Awesome.
So just to kind of explain to the audience, for those who watch T1 games all the time, we see you always on the sidelines watching the game. So, but nobody really knows who you are. So why don't you kind of tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Michelle. I've been the team president of Kaohsiung Aquas for the past year and a half. I'm also the president of Hansen Department Store and the COO of Guoyang Group. The core businesses of our group are quite diverse, spanning across hospitality, retail, F&B, and real estate. And my primary job at Aquas is to coordinate group resources in order to maximize synergy, while our CEO, Wilson, whom you guys see more of, takes care of the daily operations.
Foul call. It's going to be on free throws for Kaohsiung. So, Michelle, you mentioned about great synergy and chemistry. I mean, we have definitely seen that with the Aquas. I mean, you guys won the championship. Many of your players got a lot of accolades, import player of the year, all T1 defensive team. So how did you think your team was able to win it all last season?
Well, so we have great team chemistry.
Great layup by number 57, Jasper. Dongwei in the game. Davis with a jump shot, just rattling it out. Kaohsiung making the rebound. So you were saying, Michelle, about good chemistry amongst the team.
Right, so we have great chemistry on and off the court from day one, and I think that's because our coach has a way of making the players believe in themselves, and he treats the players as if they were his own kids. And so,
yeah, I mean, it's really fun to watch Coach Joyce. He's a very passionate person, and a little shot attempt by Kaohsiung right there. Too bad didn't make that. Dongwei answering, not quite. The ball rattles out. Kevin tries to get the ball, but Dongwei just getting it right back. Williams slipping. We're talking about how Coach Joyce is a very passionate coach on the side. We see him jumping around and yelling. But tell us about what he's actually like off the court, like when we don't see him on TV.
Right. So yeah, coach, like you were saying, coach can be very competitive and sometimes emotional on the court. But he's super nice and down to earth. He has a great sense of humor off the court, and I learned a lot from watching him coach. He's very demanding, but also very inspirational.
Yeah, I think it comes with all the years of coaching in NBL. I mean, we mentioned before in the broadcast, he's coached for the national Australian team for men's and women. Kevin is subbed out. Looks to be okay. Kevin Hu is one of the stars of Aquas. He's been on the Chinese national team 2012 to 2014, played and has long experience in the CBA, has plenty of his own accolades too. Tell us about a little bit of Kevin Hu as a player, Michelle.
Yeah, so Kevin is a true competitor and he leads by example. So for instance, he had an off game yesterday, and so he stayed an extra hour for more shooting practice, and I very much respect that kind of dedication.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely one of the passionate players. Williams sneaking it through with a layup there. Scores 46-31. We always see Kevin trash-talking the import players. That's always a good time, but he's got a good attitude. You know, what happens on the court, that doesn't really transpire in real life. He's always, at the end of the day, basketball is just basketball. Way passing the ball to Davis. Davis right in the arc, not quite. So amongst all of the players on the court right now from the Aquas, the players from Joe Tai include Lewis, Allen, and number 18, Bing. So we talked about team chemistry before, so having experience playing with each other back in SBL has really transpired in T1. I mean, they were able to sweep the Suns last season in the championship. Aquas with the possession. No one guarding Kaohsiung, but that bouncing off the iron. Davis passing it to Williams. You know, Michelle, we see Kaohsiung as this huge 7'1" giant, but like he's got quite a mean mug on his face. But what is he really like? Like, is his personality the same off the court, or what is he like in person?
Right, he looks a bit intimidating on the court, doesn't he? Well, so off the court, he's also very down to earth and a very funny guy. He loves telling jokes.
Ooh. Ball going out of bounds. Leopards possession now. Score is 48-31, 7 minutes, 48 seconds left in the quarter. Williams is looking like he's a little bit out of breath. He definitely needs to sit out for a bit. I mean, we talked about before. He's going to be playing really hard, and he's going to be very aggressive, so they got to really pace him out. Kaohsiung, 2-point field goal. So Michelle, talking a little bit about huge stars and players, what was your reaction when Howard's news was announced? Tell me about how you were feeling.
Wow, I was definitely amazed, speechless, and stunned, but super excited to see what transpires in Taiwanese basketball after Howard's here.
Tony with a lovely swish in. Tony Only scored 7 points in the first quarter. He has been quite a standout player in the season so far. Brickman with a jump shot. Nope. Good. Fast break to Lou. Lou back and forth right there on the right elbow. Lou making it in, and it's good. So with more, since we got more overseas interest and views on T1 League, Michelle, what would you like overseas viewers to know a little bit more about Taiwan basketball? I mean, it's so different from NBA, so everybody, I'm sure, is probably wondering what maybe your own perspective of it.
All right, so thanks, Taylor. Thanks to Howard, Taiwan is getting a lot of attention on international sports news now. I guess I like them to see that Taiwanese basketball has a lot to offer, and that Taiwan is a great place to be. We have the most incredible and amazingly fervent fans here. Look around today. We have a great crowd today.
We do really have an incredible crowd show up today. So, you know, hopefully this is a really beautiful stadium here in Kaohsiung. Hopefully you guys could get more fans coming into the seats. So, Michelle, as a president of the Aquas, what are some things that you hope to do? I mean, we mentioned before, you guys have so many accolades, but what do you guys see yourself in improving and getting more of in the second year of T1?
In terms of the team, hopefully someday we can bring NBA teams to Taiwan to play our preseason games. And hopefully we can have our players going overseas to get more international exposure and training. But I think in terms of Aquas as part of the basketball industry here in Taiwan, I hope that we can really contribute more to talent development, because we do have a lack of talent in the sports industry here in Taiwan, and not just the players, but also the back-end staff like marketing, PR, product development, and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you said that, you know, we always talk about how there's just so much potential in all factors in the basketball industry. As Kevin tries to make it in, Bohannon. I always get his last name wrong. I apologize, friends.
That's okay, I do too.
Like we mentioned before, we have a lot of potential in a lot of things in Taiwanese basketball, as we get a TV timeout right here.
有互动的记得我们2楼210出口的摊位 Dr. Wu。
Hello， 不要再咬了，就是你。打个招呼吧，跟我们镜头打招呼。嗨妈，我上电视了。
最棒的空中大荧幕。
It's you. It's you. Yeah. Say hello.
不要忘记被拍到了。到我们2楼，
下一位就是你。
不要忘记了我们3分春色的折在上面的 QR code。如果你在1分3分9，今天3分春色的受出的。
Welcome back, folks. You can see here Dwight Howard cheering on his players. He had a knee injury a couple of weeks ago, so doctors say he's out for 2 weeks. We hope to see him in the next Leopards game, which is 2 weeks from now on. Folks, to get the latest updates on T1 Universe on your phone, make sure to follow T1League.basketball on Instagram. Michelle, any chance you know Kaohsiung Aquas' IG so I can put it out there?
I believe it's ktown.aquas.official.
All right, folks, you hear from here. If you want to follow the Aquas, go there for on Instagram. Kevin making in his free throw shot. Score is 55-35 on the board. Leopards trailing by 20. Hesitates there, back to Tony. Tony going in, spins, hesitates again. Got to make a shot. There's 7 seconds left, and it's good. Aquas has quite a few veteran players. I mean, time and time again, we keep saying, you know, they're just incredibly disciplined. I mean, it goes from the top to the bottom. Good coach, good experienced coach. Ball rattles out for Allen. Good experienced coach, veteran players. It's quite an organization. So Leopards has a lot to go against today. Lou going in, out from the corner, off the rail. Brickman substituted out. Starting the ball again at the baseline. Nine seconds left. He's got to make a decision. He's got to act fast now. No one guarding him. Swish! Goes right in, no problem. Leopards has to take every single advantage they get, whether they have the space or if no one is guarding them, or any turnovers that the Aquas are making. Cooper learning from Brickman, taking advantage of those mistakes, and they roll in.
Nice shot.
Yeah, we mentioned before, Cooper had a really impressive run in the UBA, and he was, I believe he is the first choice for the Aquas this season. So hopefully, maybe he'll be a nominee. He will be a nominee for Rookie of the Year. We shall see. Easy free throw shot. 58-40 is the score right now. So Michelle, you know, we keep talking about team chemistry. What does coach do to kind of help foster that? I mean, we did mention that we have quite a few players in the disbanded Joe Tai team, but you know, is there things in particular that they do off the court?
So coach is very demanding. He's very specific about what he wants, but he strives to be inspirational rather than intimidating. So they do a lot of these team building exercises, and also our players, they just get along. So they go out to beaches and they have dinners together off the court. So they really have great friendship on and off the court.
Cooper! He is relentless today, taking advantage of all the minutes he has on the court. We'll be right back, folks.
摊位领取玻尿酸重磅补水礼盒。
台北市的马路总是坑坑洞洞，一路上的绿灯把我时间穿梭，我家的方向就在 West Show， 挤进市民大道像是进入灾区，节奏太紧急像死亡。
接下来比赛呢，我们神队友可以看到 Brownie 会环绕在你周围，你可以跟他一起动起来，持续你的热情。
刘总，刘总。
See that highlight. Great floater by Cooper. He scored 12 points so far in the first half. I think he's definitely taking in as much of Joyce's wisdom and his high demands. I think so far he's definitely been meeting people's expectations. You can see on the scoreboard, 12 points, making 5 of his 7 shots. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left on the second quarter. Liu being stuck at the top of the paint, back to Yuan Kai. Tony answers. Just bouncing off the rim right now. Michelle, I have a question for you. So we see this wave, your guys' mascot. Why is his name Brownie? Do you know?
Because it sounds like 不让你, which means we're not going to let you win, sort of. And it sounds like a wave, which is, what Aquas is all about.
Gotcha. So here we have it, folks. The president of the Kaohsiung Aquas giving us our first Chinese lesson of the English broadcast so far. So maybe we'll get some more Chinese lessons along the way, but very interesting. So say his Chinese name again for the audience.
不让你.
Okay, gotcha.
Though he looks more like a toothpaste. A lot of people have said that to us.
Could be a oversight by the design team, but that's okay. I mean, he's been a great mascot so far.
Yeah, we love him.
Eric being substituted into the game. Cooper trying to find Kupsas, and 82. Not a problem. Notice here how all the imports are sitting out. Davis with 4 fouls on the game already. He's in serious foul trouble, and we've got a whole minute left to the game. That bouncing off the back of the rim. Cooper seeing what he's going to be up to, but we're going to see another one-on-one. So as we mentioned before, Williams is sitting out just to regain some energy probably, and so he scored so far 16 points and gotten 3 rebounds, 3 turnovers at the moment in time as Kupsas makes that free throw shot. Gonna answer with a block by Kupsas. Loses the ball again though with Liu at the arc. Just off once again. They're gonna keep trying to make their shots, but most importantly, you still gotta make those in. The foul call made. Little tussle going there. Growing a little impatient over there at the Leopards side as Tony at the baseline with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Tony at the arc just rattles it out. Brickman back in the game. Is he gonna slash the paint? No, he goes backwards, finds Eric. Seconds, 10 seconds left. Eric at the corner, and it's in! his first field goal of the game so far. 48 seconds left. Still no imports yet, even though Kaohsiung and Brickman are on it right now. As they lose the ball, Eric takes advantage and easy does it. No, maybe not. No one guarding him all by himself. Still not making that shot. Referee's gonna pause the game right here as one of the Leopards players is on the ground right now. Oh, he looks like he landed a little bit funny without landing on Eric, but not really sure if it's a knee or ankle injury. Looks to be okay though. That's going to be number 3, JM. Substituted in is Zhengwei. Zhengwei is one of the veteran players for the Leopards, previously playing for ABL Dream, or previously in the ABL, the Taoyuan Dreamers, now in the Plus League, and was in the Hsinchu Lioneers until last season, T1's first season of all time. Smile throws it to Zhengwei. 10 seconds left on the clock. Got to make those moves. All by himself. Is he going to make it? Yes, he does, and it's a shot clock shot. Folks, that is the end of the first half. Michelle, I want to thank you so very much for being here. I hope you had a really fantastic time.
It was really fun today.
All right, folks. Thank you so much, and at 66:49, we'll go into halftime.
That my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That my best friend, 别人眼光都不在乎。她知道自己想要什么，该有什么态度。有着中国血统 bad boys 被她爱慕，独立的个性肯定了绝不受人摆布。就像菜鸡靠近嘴里嚼着泡泡，让她出场全部都得要到。Diamonds on her neck, tap 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 baby。怪的偶像都围着她的转 ，say hello， 她才个 battle， 什么的男生全都 follow， 就跟着她走。她说带我冲出亚洲，否则不罢休。如果你想要让我睁眼跟你，那么你必须要超过 Cravo。They're my best friend, she a real bad bitch， 可爱又迷人，年轻又多金，风靡全场，目光被锁定，你敢为国神打造一副正宗。
谢谢我们 Aquas。接下来呢，各位神队友们，我们要欢迎我们海神队的执行长Wilson来到场中央。
有请Wilson。
神队友们，先请你准备好你们的手机，稍等一下呢，在中央荧幕上会出现Wilson这支电话的电话号码。如果你是第一位拨通的神队友，请说出你的座位区，而且大力的挥手，让我们知道。我们会有工作人员呢过去现场跟你一起核对。然后呢， 你要说出汉神百货周年庆消费满2000抽100万奥迪的通关密语，即可获得我们汉神百货商品抵用券500块。所以你们都记住了吗？稍等一下，我们的通关密语将会出现在上面，不要错过了。
各位全队友，通关密语记住了吗？我再说一次哦，汉神百货周年庆。 消费满2000抽奥迪，你可以得到汉神百货商品抵用券，还有卡友礼一份。准备好你的手机了吗？
准备好了吗？
罗神准备好了吗？
准备好了。
神队友 ，3、2、1 ，Go！
把电话拨起来，让我们期待。记得哦，通关密语先说出你的位置。哇！ 来了
！Hello， 你好。请问你坐在哪边？可不可以请你站起来跟我们大家挥手一下？
挥手一下。
你在哪边？你在哪里？看不到你。哪边？哦，嗨。你好，谢谢你今天进场支持高雄全家海神队。我要请问你，我们今天的通关密语是什么？ 可以看上面。好，我有听懂。我在哪边？我在那边。拍谁？哎，你乱挥手啊！
为什么这个挥手时间是同时呢？
我们被搞混了。
你下一场来。
汉神百货周年庆，消费2000抽奥迪。
谢谢。 谢谢，
感谢你得到我们汉神百货商品抵用券500元。
哎，我们真的被你骗了。
哎，乱挥手的你，
给他一点尖叫声好不好？
给他点掌声好不好？
过会，非常好。
你那个时间差真的抓得太厉害了。接下来呢，好礼送不完，在场的高雄人，大家必吃的自助餐厅是哪家？ 好，没错，就是汉来海港自助餐厅。现在呢，我们要送出几位汉来美食提供的校茶的券，买1送1的券。然后不要忘记
Welcome back, folks. As you can see, our Mandarin broadcasters here. We just had quite an interesting first half of the Kaohsiung Aquas and Leopards game. The score right now is 66-49. So Matt, how are you feeling in this so far, your first broadcast?
I'm excited about it. I'm loving it. I'm having a great time here, and it's been a lot of fun. So it's great to be out here for a good game. I mean, the game, the score doesn't seem very close, but you know, it's been a back and forth game, especially that second period. So
yeah, it's been quite an interesting watch. I mean, I think it always helps when you have a really great crowd turnout. I mean, I think that definitely reflects on what we're feeling, what Michelle was feeling earlier. So why don't you tell us some things about some highlights so far in the game?
Well, I got to tell you, probably the most amazing person so far has been Kupsas. He's been getting it down in the paint. He's been doing these easy plays under the paint and just getting down there. And of course, right there, you're seeing Brickman. He's been a huge asset as well. He's been incredible for this game. And so just every point they're making, the crowd's getting into it, and they're getting into it more as the league continues.
Yeah, absolutely. You can kind of see the frosted tipped hair. Cooper, his jersey number 8 of the Kaohsiung Aquas. He is the rookie of the Aquas, and he's got quite a performance so far, scoring 12 points, playing 11 minutes in the game. So, you know, hopefully as the season goes on, Coach Joyce will entrust him with playing some more minutes here. And you can see, great shot. He's shown that he's been, shows quite a bit of maturity. So you guys, as you can see on the screen, for the first time in this season, T1 Imports are going to get a better close-up, you know, sponsored by Mrs. Fields Cookies. We see their brawn on court, but we hardly see them break character. We don't really get to really understand who they are as people. So to submit questions of your own to players, every month is going to be a different theme. So this month is going to be Christmas-themed questions. Yesterday at the Hero Bears game, you know, they asked the imports, Brandon Dawson and Clay Anthony early, how they celebrate Christmas. So Team Homestands will have their own mailbox available. So folks, whatever questions you have based on the theme, go ahead and find those mailboxes. So next Aquas Homestand, be on the lookout for that mailbox on January 7th and 8th.
各位神队友，因为海神队刚刚达到3颗3分球了，所以3分春色要送你优惠折价券，赶快扫折扇上面的 QR code 即可获得优惠折价券。记得是折扇橘色的那一面哦。
Sprayed the clipper through his arm out of place. We too fish to worry about a murder case. Telling on yourself there's only way you want to escape. Call me Michael Phelps, I'm swimming in your face. Papa, so I can focus, count this cake. Skinny, but my pocket's out of shape. ATL, all the cars, California plates. 5 for my, they gon' get it, bracket it. 4 trade gangsters, they gon' get it, crackin' it. ABK gon' walk it. Down straight, jacket. My psychotic back is ain't just trapping. Pulling robberies in this, we ain't just trapping. If another body try to feds, might just snatch it. Man down, I'll be overseas when it happens. Word around town, got them peas in the attic. I'm applying pressure in the field, John Madden. 100,000 vacuum sealed up, I'm just stacking. Vanessa Nuzza Sport caught me a yellow one like Fabulous. 425, 2 stone, check the carry. I'm on one. I'm on one. Yeah. Hold up. Slow down. Wait. Catch up. I'm on one. Yeah. 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 I'm on one. I'm on one. I got a different type of body good. Yeah. Hey. I'm a rockin' Audemars. Hold up. I'm a rockin' rolling Audemars Protect. Hold up. Bust down, Tatiana, bust down, Tatiana, bust down, a thotty with a bust down. Yeah, I hate being in my fields, I hate $20 bills. We too famous to be going on no drills, not for real. Never been up to my record label, never knew the deal. Say she wanna see the world and she tired of sitting still. I'ma take her to Paris.
And welcome back. We're here at Kaohsiung Stadium, where the Kaohsiung Aquas are leading 66-49 against the Taoyuan Leopards.
You can see on the screen right here, Leopards have made the same amount of around the same amount of field goal attempts, but you know what? Even though you could be making as many shots as the Aquas,
only matters if they go in.
Exactly. So you can see the score rankings right here. Williams at the top, it's 16. Lu Jianming, aka Lu, 13 just behind him. Tony, number 11 at 9. Davis right below. You know, we noticed that Davis was sitting out for a good chunk of the second quarter. We mentioned multiple times, he is at foul trouble, and unfortunately, this is a game to not sit out for Davis. I mean, it's important for him to go against Aquas' big giant Midaugas Kupsas.
Yep, and you know, they're going to need both Davis and Williams in there if they're going to be able to block him in the paint. He's just been hitting everything home. He's got 17 points so far, and just incredible scoring so far from him.
Cooper with 12, Kevin 8, Brickman just behind with 7 points, and 57 Jasper right below.
And then started off with this game with the very first dunk right away, 10 seconds into it.
Within 10 seconds, why not? Really show their dominance. I mean, they really gotta make sure people know that they deserve to be reigning champs of T1.
Yep. I just saw some highlights from Brickman there. Brickman didn't score any points in the fourth quarter, but he did get 5 extra assists. So that brought up quite a player still, like quite a powerhouse out there, even though he's still in single digits with scoring.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's just another thing. You know, even though you may not be scoring a lot in a game, you could still be a very effective player. I mean, like Matt mentioned, he's had 5 assists so far in this game.
Well, 9 assists, just
9
5 in the
assists.
second quarter. Yeah.
I apologize. Yes, 9 assists total.
And you know, that's really the point guard's job. It's not to make the score all the time. It's to find the person and get it to him. We'll be right back.
Draco Floyd, give him an uppercut, we hit that boy in the chin. 8 figure, I'ma drop out 21. AK heavy metal, rock out 21. I'm in your hood, what you talking about 21. Beat on my chest with my now. I put a house on your head, my money longer won't run out. VBS diamonds to sign out 21. We just got money for fun now. It's been hell chopper bullets, it's in my hand. These boys a bunch of, they no different than a trend.
再次呢，提醒现场的神队友，刚才有收到我们扭蛋的，不要忘记到我们2楼服务台兑换你的礼物，就不要把扭蛋带回家了。接下来第3节比赛即将开始，会需要我们神队友呢继续把我们最热情的应援拿出来，跟我们一起把胜利留在高雄巨蛋主场。现场的球迷神队友，我们如果站起来移动的话，请勿靠在我们的栏杆上，为了你的安全，不要靠在栏杆上，谢谢。好，我们在我右后方的朋友，千万不要靠到栏杆上面，好危险的。为了你的安全，我们的神队友，请慢慢往你的座位移动，谢谢。各位神队友，千万不要站在栏杆旁边，为了你的安全，请慢慢的往你的座位移动，谢谢。打你的脸。不要忘记了，刚才扫描3分春水 QR code 加入好友的，在我们赛后将会发放我们的优惠券，赶快扫描起来，也不要错过了，赛后才会发放我们的优惠券。被我们带到几回，没想到爆炸的局面，今年的生日你应该要换个许愿。耍着小聪明的小白兔，明明都4到了罐头，还坚持己见，掉进了陷阱里面，扒了皮做大衣送给我妈个几件，一天，口水满处飞，真的一点都不夸张。各位神队友，下半场比赛即将开始。Welcome back, folks. Kaohsiung's playing the Leopards. You see a Lakers jersey. I can't imagine why they're wearing a Lakers jersey today. I can't imagine. Oh, there we go. That's the reason.
Just saw someone in a Superman uniform, too. I don't know. Weird stuff going on.
No big deal. Just the all-defensive first team 4 times and all-defensive player of the year, all-star, all the accolades. We got Dwight Howard in the house tonight as we commence the 3rd quarter. Kevin off the iron, a little mix up there, cooks us back to Allen. Allen beyond the arc and doesn't quite make that call. And an outlook pass over to Williams.
Williams for 3 and no.
Not quite either, bounces off to Kevin. See, on the Leopard side, we got Sunway, Davis, Williams, and number 7, Lou, and fellow local player Tony, as there's a little tussle going on between Tony and Lewis. Aquas possession. I believe Williams making that foul. We see in the first and second quarter comparisons, first quarter, the nice little finger roll. No hesitation right there. As I was saying, in the first quarter, Aquas scored 40, Leopards 25 respectively, but they scored a lot significantly less on both ends. Aquas only scoring 6, and right behind is Leopards at 24. So we'll see if they are re-energized as Dunway attempts that jump shot.
In the first quarter, the Kaohsiung had a 15-point run, and that just kind of set them back for a little while. And they've been keeping up since then, but they've really got to step it up, get a few more points on the board, and come out with just more than 2-point lead in this third quarter if they really want to get ahead and have a great fourth quarter.
Great splash hit by Lewis just now. Tony making the call. 3 points for Tony.
It was a great pass, great assist. He was out there open by himself. He had all the time in the world to shoot that and just got it up there perfectly.
Leopards guarding the perimeter. Kevin denied by Williams. Williams driving the ball in, passes it Dunway. Good pass. And does he make it in? No, not again. It's a great fast break attempt that we just saw. 71-52 is the score.
Leopards are coming out a lot more aggressively this quarter. Just those balls just haven't gone in the basket yet. Like you said, it doesn't matter how many shots you attempt, it's how many you go in.
Yeah, Coach Bao of the Leopards, he always implements a very aggressive shooting strategy. So you're always going to see Williams cutting and slashing the paint. But you know what? If you're not making those shots, as Brickman not making that field goal attempt. You see driving into the ball.
Denied.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Leopards are going to be trying to start strong in the third quarter, but hopefully they don't exert too much of their energy in just the third quarter. 3 fouls called on Lewis. Off the iron. Got to make those shots to inch your way closer. Makes that shot.
Brickman over to Tony. Oh, something happened. I didn't catch that.
Foul call on Kevin. Kevin so far with 2 fouls. And a substitution. Lewis is out, and number 5 in on the court is, oh, I'm sorry, not number 5, number 57, Jasper. Williams slipping and sliding through. No one blocking him, and an N1.
Well, Williams is really stepping up this quarter. He's getting it to the basket. He's getting it right there, and if he can make these foul shots and draw the fouls, he's going to be a huge player for this game.
Yeah, he found that window of opportunity and take it, and hopefully he won't be. We've seen Williams quite a few times, you know, slipping and sliding on the ground. So hopefully he'll kind of get better control in this second half as he makes that free throw shot. 20 points for him so far.
Has him 4 for 5 at the free throw line now. That makes him 80% free throw shooter all the way out. No.
You see Williams handling the ball a lot more, and strong passes. Lou going into the paint, just rolling off, but Davis comes in with a putback. Leopards slowly inching their way. They just got to keep continuing to be aggressive without making any more turnovers and unnecessary fouls as Kevin answers.
Oh, beautiful shot by Kevin.
Kevin has been a little bit more quiet in the previous few games, so hopefully we'll see him step up a little bit more as we continue on with Cooper sitting out. Williams is taking his time. No one guarding him at the paint, but still bouncing out.
He's getting there every time. You just got to get it in there.
No one guarding Brickman. Swish.
Bad idea with Brickman.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's going to put him into double digits. He's at 10 points now.
That's right. Can't allow Brickman to have no one guarding him. He will take advantage. I mean, we keep saying he is a veteran player. He'll know when to use whatever he can to his advantage. As Davis answers with his field goal shot. 60 points Leopards has made so far in the game. 7 minutes, 3 seconds left in this quarter.
Denied. Get that out of here.
I think Davis attempted to make that block and a slam dunk.
Hi, Davis.
An alley-oop.
That's gonna get their crowd going. That's gonna get their side going. They're gonna be energized after that one. Gives them 11 points.
Yeah, we can kind of hear the crowd cheering for Davis at that moment. You know, I think what we realize here in Taiwan basketball is, you know, I think a lot of fans, they're not going to necessarily be super loyal to their team. They're going to cheer on whatever is a really amazing play. So whether that means it's Howard or Davis making that alley-oop, that great bounce pass right there.
Yep. And, you know, Taiwan is pretty small. Whenever you go to the games, you always have a lot of people from the other team in the audience somewhere.
Carry a hand for the pop. When David's catching the post. Stay out. Hey.
There's Coach Joyce.
Rick, listen.
Coach of the year last year.
Rotate. Rick, Jason. Rick.
Coach Joyce, and alongside of him is his assistant coaches, Zhu Yonghong, or Ivan, and Augustine Liao.
You gotta bring Angie man off the bench. Come here.
Can't emphasize enough how highly respected Joyce has been just because of the way he treats players and how he treats staff. And a backhanded pass, but not quite making it to Kupsas. A little bit to the left field.
You know, we talked about the Taoyuan having to come back. They've outscored 23-11 in this quarter so far, so they've definitely stepped it up this quarter.
So it back to Davis. Williams fighting Kevin. Makes that shot. Referees didn't give that to Kevin. Probably should have been a charging foul.
Yep.
But you know what? I mean, referees, they're only human, and they're gonna make some oversight calls, and you know, miss those and calls that we may think is obvious. Jason making that layup.
It's also easier to watch from a computer screen.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
you see everything.
You know what, folks? You guys obviously can't see, but we are sitting right behind the basket on the Aquas side, so not the most ideal view. So unfortunately, I mean, thankfully, our computer screen is pretty big for the both of us to watch right now. And denied by Davis with a fast break attempt by Williams. Foul called on Kevin. Third foul so far. TV timeout is going to be called. Score is 79-64, folks. We'll be right back.
Yeah. So seductive. I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
谢谢毛孔妹们，现在他们要送出10包的 Power Jelly， 给他们一点欢呼声，赶快跟他们互动一下，现场生队友。不要忘记刚才3分春色的折扇上的 QR code。 记得扫我们的 QR code 加入好友，赛后每人送5张优惠券。
Folks, welcome back. K Arena Stadium in Kaohsiung. We are witnessing championship caliber. As you can see, Brickman being denied by Davis. Score is currently 79-64. 5 minutes, 26 seconds left in the third quarter.
And Williams has been a huge force. He's gotten 6 points this quarter so far, but he's also gotten to the basket a lot. Unfortunately missed some shots, but that energy that he's bringing to this game is turning the Leopards around pretty quickly.
Definitely. Typically, he's going to be making a lot of turnovers with how aggressive and versatile he is. Passes it out to Lou. Lou answers!
We got a game, folks. Those of you who turned away at the second quarter are missing a game right now.
That's right. Brickman at the top of the paint, going in with a floater, but bouncing it off. Kupsa's attempting to make a shot in, but a foul call on Williams. Williams looking confused. Gotta look at that replay. Can't really tell on our part. Again, folks, we're not sitting at the most ideal spot.
Yeah, he got in there with it. He hit the hand on that one, or the arm from behind. Yeah, close, but give him 3 fouls there. Well, Davis has 4 fouls, so.
Davis has 4, Williams with 3, and another player just behind is Dunway with 2 fouls. As Kupsa makes that free throw shot. Williams trying to pass, but gets the ball kind of flicked off by Kupsa. Cooper back into the game against Smile, both rookies of this league. It's a battle of the rookies.
Beautiful pass underneath and right in the basket.
Great matchup between Jasper and Cooper, both of them being newcomers in the Aquas organization, but as you can see, has been showing great promise so far as Williams makes that spin around shot.
I think that was that Williams or Davis?
Williams.
Okay. Smile covering Brickman like glue.
Like white on rice, as us Americans like to say it. Brickman, easy roll around into the basket. Matt, earlier Michelle had taught me a Mandarin lesson. She was explaining to us that their mascot Brownie is actually based on the Chinese word for
Deontay Davis just.
Great pass by Williams and a dunk by Davis.
Brings the lead down to 13.
Fantastic dunk. Second dunk for Davis so far in the game. Hope maybe we'll see Williams with his dunk. I don't know. Whistle blown by the ref as
Smile went down.
So as I was saying, she was explaining to us what the mascot meaning is. So in Chinese is 不让你. So basically saying, I'm gonna deny you. Like, you can't do that. I'm gonna deny you from taking the game. I'm gonna deny you from that shot. I'm gonna block you. So that kind of translates into Brownie, like phonetically speaking.
Right.
So just something for you guys to know, because I'm sure you guys see this wave figure and be like, why is his name Brownie? So folks, there you have it. 不让你 as Kevin. 不让你 block me. Excuse me, folks. My Mandarin is not so great here, so I shouldn't be teaching folks Chinese. As
better than mine.
Loses that pass to Cooper. Cooper to Jason, and Jason lays it in. You see Cooper with the game there, slowly inching away from score difference as Williams goes in. Ref blows the whistle on Kupsas, it looks like. Yep, Kupsas foul.
Yeah, we talked about it in the first game, but Dwight Howard went back to the locker room, got everyone ready for the second half. Seems like kind of happened with this game as well. They're playing a lot better. Still a lot of points to make up, but they're playing a lot better. They're playing a lot smarter. They're playing a lot more aggressively.
I'm really excited to see Howard play, obviously. I mean, we're all here to see him perform in Taiwan, but you know what? He said over and over again, like, this is, you know, hopefully this is going to be a reciprocal experience for himself and for the fans, because, you know, he realizes that, you know, he has quite a big role as, you know, kind of like a veteran and as a significant leader for the Leopards. You know, for him, he said, you know, this is in a way kind of reminiscent of being back in a high school team. And not to say that these players aren't talented, but just, you know, the talent is raw, and that he has to be there to help him out, help the players out, as Kevin makes a great shot from the right side of the arc. Smile answers that, but bouncing off the iron, just short.
Here comes Kevin again, right under the
spin.
Gets the foul.
We haven't seen too much of it in this game, but Kevin, who is going to be quite a physical player in the low post, as he has previous experience in the CBA. He's played for the Loong Lions and the Fujian Sturgeons. Again, folks, apologize for my Chinese capabilities.
And that was over 5 years. He spent 5 years in the CBA. He's been doing a great job this year. Last year's playoff MVP.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before, he is in the Chinese national team. So last weekend at the K Arena here, they commemorated the national head coach, Coach Parker, actually, who made the call with me a few weeks ago. They commemorated his time here in Chinese Taipei as their coach. And Kevin made a really, really moving speech, and how Coach Parker helped create the player and the man that he is right now. Leopards ball in possession.
Coach Parker is probably one of the nicest people I've ever encountered in my life. He's just a genuinely nice guy, and he really, like, he talks about it during the broadcast with you. He talks about how he likes to build up the characters of people. He likes to build up the team community, and really has done a great job with that. Not just for the national team, but for basketball in general here in Taiwan. And is that a +1?
And one for Davis. Foul call on Kupsas. Kupsas, third foul.
Puts Davis at 15 points. He was only at, wait, let me double check that again. That can't be right. No, he puts him at 26 points, excuse me. He was at 16, so he has 10 in this quarter alone, so.
Yeah, like we mentioned, they have shown to be a lot more aggressive in terms of they're shooting more, but they're also getting them in. So I don't know what Howard was telling them in the locker room, but they certainly took it to heart this time, as Kutsas is being sit out with Bohannon in. But yeah, as you mentioned before, Charlie Parker, he's really a kind guy, and he is very passionate about his work. And you know, when I was broadcasting with him, he was so familiar with all these players. You know, he's got players in pretty much every single team in the T1 league, as Williams makes a beautiful layup. Little finger roll action right there. 46 seconds left on the third quarter. He's made 12 points so far, as Cooper shoots beyond the arc. 3 points, easy, no one guarding him.
Every time the Leopards get it in, the Aquas just come right back. They're not giving up anything this time.
That's right. Cooper 2 for 3 at the 3-point line. A turnover. Bohannon tries to do a little volleyball tap. taps it a little too far. Probably should stick to basketball instead of trying volleyball out, wouldn't you say?
I'd have to see that again. I don't know why I don't know if he was falling. He just didn't grab the ball. Could have, like, I don't know if he thought the clock was down or something, but that was a wild toss right there.
Well, there is only 15 seconds left to the game. Williams is probably going to take his time at half court.
Nice screen.
Lets the ball slip. We got a little kerfuffle there.
3, 2, 1, and oh my God! The crowd is on their feet right now.
Great stuff, quality stuff from the Aquas. Championship caliber material right there by Allen, number 7.
That gets him to 9 points right now. He's almost in double digits. He usually shoots a little more, but great job.
Can't end a better quarter than a buzzer beater. 99-78, folks. We will be right back.
Stay tuned to this one.
我是队友可以一起动起来，
跟着我们一起跳。
待会要送出礼物，我需要神队友跟着冯里一起动起来，哪个一起跳的，我就会将礼物送到你的手上。Let's go, come on!
OK， 现场我们要请问 Brownie 休蛋哇，今天我们要选出最热情的一位。
来，我看到一个妹妹有跳，黄丽来，黄丽，可以吗？老他现在很喘。
Folks, welcome back. Kaohsiung Aquas versus the Taoyuan Leopards. Taoyuan Leopards has shown to be a lot more aggressive in the third quarter. As you can see here, Howard is really becoming Coach Howard now, as he's, you know, really hyping up the players, getting them to keep on and just stay aggressive right out there. JM back in the game. Looks like he's okay, but he did tape up his right knee. All right, folks, last quarter has started. Not really sure what happened to JM when he had that knee injury, as Tony makes a shot from number 17 makes the shot at the corner. I apologize, folks.
That's Fu.
Number 17, Fu. Cooper bounce passes to Allen. You on Brickman. He's gonna try to be on him, but passes it out, just jumbles right there. Buzzer beater, beats the buzzer right there. 101-81, Williams. Rainbow pass out to Fu. Davis at top of the key. Does he make it in? And yes, sir, he does. is.
Cooper.
He doesn't even look like he tried so hard. 20 points. Three of his 4 shots made in this game. Folks, we have called a timeout, so we'll be right back.
104-81.
OK， 谢谢 Aquas Mermaids。
Welcome back. The score is 104-81 with the Kaohsiung Aquas leading the Taoyuan Leopards.
Keep track of the game with play-by-play on the league site, t1league.basketball, and as we can see some highlights.
Again, Brickman's been unstoppable this game.
As we're off again, Leopards ball. Far from the arc, just hitting the rim. Kevin gets the rebound and handles it beyond the half court. Ten seconds left on the clock, and a foul shot and one for Brickman.
It's getting him up to 18 points now. And I don't know how many assists. I've lost count at this point.
A lot of assists is all we can say right now, for sure. Yeah, you can see that. You can see that karate chop right there.
Yeah, he forced that foul.
Yeah, but not making that free throw. 11 assists so far and 18 points for Brickman as Williams snakes through, but lets the ball go. Cooper back up with the ball at the corner.
And Kevin with 2. No. Oh. Ouch.
Something got knocked out. Looks like
a tooth? I don't know.
Contacts, maybe? Oh, looks like it's his own. It looks like it's his own contact lenses. So, yep. They're gonna switch him out with a number 3, Owen.
He also played for Kaohsiung in the SBL. Again, a lot of these Kaohsiung players just came right over from the SBL. And
yeah, that's right. I mean, we mentioned before they're gonna get their local talent from Kaohsiung, and really, like Michelle really meant it when she says that they're gonna try to really develop their players young. So Williams making that jump shot, nothing but net. So as we mentioned before, Joe Tai is a team in the SBL as Jason finds Cooper and makes that shot from the low post. Great pass and great finger roll by Cooper. I would not be surprised if Cooper would be one of the candidates for MVP of the game, as foul call on Aquas.
It was a foul call on Owen, I believe.
Aquas have had 29 assists so far in the game. Pretty impressive versus 14 assists by Leopards. So, you know, if it's, and Aquas have 38 rebounds, Leopards 23. So everything so far, Aquas just has been able to just handle the ball better, rebounds more, assists more. But Leopards are still going to try as Davis denies Kupsas. Cooper trying to beat the buzzer, but there's going to be a shot clock violation. See that slow-mo, Davis denying Kupsas. That is what we want to see.
That's when Dwight Howard gets in there and starts playing more, you're going to see a lot of those blocks.
Most definitely. Williams gets the ball back and a little floater into the basket. Leopards have had 4 blocks so far, as opposed to Aquas' 2. Jason finding the loop.
Oh, nice pass and another assist.
We gotta really find how many assists Brickman has had so far. He's got 11 assists. Probably should be 12 by now. I'm looking at the play-by-play online. Foul call on foul call on Kupsas.
That's his 4th foul right now.
4th foul. Davis has been able to restrain himself still with 4 fouls in the game. Along with Kupsas, Kevin, who also has 4 foul calls. Lewis being back in the game, as we see on the screen.
Oh, in and out.
Rattles out. You're not seeing this on the screen, folks, but we just saw Brownie slapping his own butt. Trying to get the crowd going.
Better his than mine.
Another missed shot by Williams.
But they get the rebound, and it's up, and oh.
Another rattling out, but Smile going from the arc.
They're just not sinking those, and it's costing them.
No, it seems like, as we mentioned before, 3rd quarter, they were pretty aggressive.
And Kupsas gets the foul. That's gonna be his 5th foul so far.
That's right.
Yep.
Gonna grab Kupsas with 2 shots. Score. Oh, foul call, not on Davis. It was actually called on number 82 of the Leopards, Leo Renkai.
Yes. No. Gave Davis some breathing room.
Some breathing room left, as there's 7 minutes, 39 seconds left to the game. Kupsas making both of his free throw shots. He scored 20 points and has had 11 rebounds.
He's sitting down right now, get some other players in.
Get some well-earned rest.
There's Smile.
Smile
nice
back
pass.
to Williams at the arc, far away, and it's in! 90 points for the Leopards.
He's up to 35 points so far.
His personal record of scoring in a game is 44 points. So we'll see if he can surpass that in this season. 8 seconds left. You got to make a decision. Cooper does, but just short. Lewis gets the rebound. Kevin slowing it down a little bit. 11 seconds left on the time.
They just want to burn off some clock.
Easy. Bonham, little tap back into the hoop. No good. Little scuffle going on. Here we go again. 10 seconds. Just going to run the clock as Allen. Nothing but net. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And that's the Allen I know. That's the Allen that can play like that. That's the Allen who can shoot. We're finally seeing it.
That is the one that we are all familiar with. Davis counters that with his own three-point shot from the left elbow. All out in the perimeter, 9 seconds left. He's gonna go again for the three.
Thought he'd get that one.
Got Williams, Davis. Rattles that off the basket. We got Davis, Williams, Smile, Renkai, and Tony on the court for the Leopards. And with the Aquas is Allen, Kevin, Bohannon, Cooper, and Lewis for the final 5 minutes of the game left. Foul call on 82, Renkai. Three fouls on Renkai so far. Substitute, Lewis comes out, Jason in. Lewis has scored 7 points, has made 3 rebounds and 0 assists. Kevin going one-on-one, spins around, makes a jump shot, and Bohannon not quite getting the putback.
Nice, right underneath the basket.
Way to find Davis. Not a problem. Foul call on Allen. There was some air to that. If you guys didn't hear, folks, on the YouTube stream, it was that Super Mario. But despite that air ball, Leopards have been doing really well in terms of free throws. They've made 20 out of 24 in this game, 87% percentage for the Leopards. So they've really improved since previous games.
I think Williams has a really high free throw percentage. I tried to say that 5 times fast. Learn how to talk before you broadcast now.
Yeah, so he's made 12 out of his 15 free throw shots today. So a huge improvement today. $35 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. So 36 points for Williams. 23 is Davis's points he scored so far. And just behind at 16 is Lu Jianming, aka Lu, and Tony, respectively, at 12. Allen zigzagging it through, and it just bounces it in.
Aquas are not missing many shots tonight, this quarter at least.
Just goes to show how high caliber of a team they are. They're going to be making more rebounds, more of their shots. Cooper!
Beautiful.
Cannot stop Cooper tonight, folks. 25 points, getting 4 of his 7 three-point shots tonight. Some really great, a really great performance by Cooper tonight. As Dongwei lets it slip, Brickman passes it to Cooper, and the little finger roll, no problem right there.
This is a well-oiled machine right here.
Absolutely.
Timeout right now.
Timeout call. Just as the Leopards were inching their way to close the gap a little bit, they were, Aquas counter it, and now the score is 124.97.
124.97. It's
in the third quarter, Kaohsiung Aquas scored 33 points and Leopards. So, you know, we did talk about how Leopards were a lot more aggressive, but at the end of the day, Aquas is just the high caliber team that they say that they are, and that they deserve the championship title from last season.
They definitely do. They've been doing a great job with it so far this game, and this season even. They're going to pull out another win here probably today and just keep going in the future.
You can see in the audience, Kaohsiung with the house signal. This is my house, not in my house, as some of the fans try to imitate Kaohsiung's signal. On the court right now, we have Zhengwei, Liu, Fu, Tony, and Davis. Zhengwei at the arc on the left side, making that three-point shot.
He's been a big impact in a lot of games. Not as much this one, but he's been playing really well. I remember him back when he was with the Dreamers, and he was mostly on the bench, and then he, middle of the second season, kind of came off and started playing a lot more and just become a great sixth person for their team.
For sure. He's definitely shown to be a very stable player, even though he may not be a starting player, but when off the bench, he's going to be one of the consistent players that the younger ones are going to look towards.
Yep.
As Jasper with the ball looking for Kaohsiung. 6 seconds left on the clock. They got to do something. You see Cooper waving his hands, fumbles the ball, but ends up getting it back.
Well, it's shot clock violation.
Yeah. Leopards possession. They're 24 points behind in the game. Finds Davis. Davis spins around, and it just gets out of the hoop.
That's got to be frustrating for them. I mean, they've got all these great shots. They've taken them. It's just bounced and bounced and didn't go in.
And a little floater, but a putback slips out. A little bit of butterfinger action we see. That foul call on 49. 5th foul for Kaohsiung tonight.
You're going to replace him right now? Yep.
Going to replace him with a 85.
That's Ching.
Derek.
Oh, Derek. Ming Ching. Chi Ming Ching is his Chinese name, so. Also, Leo's in right now. Number 24 for the Kaohsiung.
Hitting the rim again.
Yep.
Cooper leading the ball against the veteran Zhengwei. Jasper going in.
Beautiful. That gets him in the double digits. He's at 10 now.
2 minutes left on the clock. Aquas and Leopards. Aquas just having to lead the whole entire game. Liu finally not quite making the shot, but Davis getting that rebound and getting his field goal.
Foul called on Zhengwei.
A little bit of a rash foul call. Cooper's going to be at the line making his free throw shots. 27 points, 4 assists.
4 for 7 from the 3.
Sorry, 4 for 7.
From the 3, yeah. And gets both of them.
His first two free throw shots of the game, and 100%. Rainbow throw to Davis. Vu throwing it back at him. He's going to make his own attempt.
120 left, 128-103.
We got none of the imports on the Aquas side. Clips us with 5 fouls. Brickman having an incredible performance, 20 points, 30 assists.
It's incredible.
Davis, the only import player.
Chongmei's gets denied at the basket. The only import player for actually the whole game right now.
Well, the only player on court right now is Davis, currently at 26 points, 8 rebounds, and let's see, 3 assists.
It looks like right now he's looking for those assists because not a lot he could do to win this game. So he's been holding onto the ball longer, trying to find other players to get it to so they can get experience shooting. Cooper brings it up.
51 seconds left on the clock. Answers just off. We're going to see Zhongwei driving the ball in. Foul call on Cooper. Highest points scored by a local player on the Leopards is Lu Jianming. Lu at 16 points. He's done a pretty good job today. But unfortunately, not enough scoring from the other local players as Zhongwei fouls Cooper.
That was purdy. That was a beautiful shot. Just right in there. 30 points.
Really incredible. I mean, you know, I watched a pre-game interview on the T1 website, which, by the way, folks, if you want to keep up with all things T1, go on, follow T1 League on YouTube. But on the YouTube video, he was saying that, you know, this season he hopes to just learn a lot and to really absorb everything he can from Coach Joyce, as Lu makes a 3-point shot from the right wing. 13 seconds left on the clock, folks. Well,
they're just going to dribble this one out.
Yep. Cooper with the ball. I think he's going to be MVP of tonight's game. 130-109, folks. You can see Coach Joyce shaking hands with the coaches. I mean, time and time again, we cannot emphasize enough how Coach Joyce has really helped shape and mold this team. And not to say that these players, you know, don't have the skills and caliber either, but just having both things working out so well for them, they just pull it through, no problem. 130-109 as Howard gets the crowd going.
I think you mentioned the key thing there. I think that this team is just so well connected, and they kind of read off each other very well. They know where each other are on the court. They pass the ball perfectly to each other, and they're just getting they got a lot of assists, and that's a huge thing for a basketball team. If you can do that, then you've got a great team, and you're going to run through the competition a lot.
I think at this point, Leopards are probably ready for Howard to put back on those shoes, and we can see on the players exiting off the court. Howard is still on, though.
Well, he's really made himself available to the fans. I mean, he's not shied away from talking about how great he loves Taiwan and loves the people here. And it's been fantastic to have someone like him come here and give us that much press and coverage, because everyone's talking about it.
Definitely. While Howard has been here, I think more than just basketball players basketball fans have been really watching closely of T1. It's just people who really appreciate sports in general, NBA, what have you. I mean, hopefully we'll see more NBA caliber players here in the future.
Yep.
And here we are standing with the MVP of the game, Cooper. No surprise here, 31 points, 4 assists, making 4 of his 7 3-point shots.
听得到。
Gonna do some translating here. First thing they decide to ask him is Cooper's hair color. I mean, he's like saying that he's basically like a chameleon, changing his hair color. I mean, in that YouTube video, he was talking about how he wanted his hair as like a milk tea color, and now it's a gray color.
其实就做好来嘛，然后教练给我的工作我就做好来，随时准备好。因为大家都知道，我虽然是没有打的很多的球员，但是教练随时都会换我，所以我就随时在下面准备好，然后这边观察队友需要的时候，我就会上去帮忙这样子。
Cooper's just saying that he is always going to be ready for whenever Coach Joyce is going to need him.
就刚好就是学校有受伤，然后我刚好可以补这个位置，然后当然这机会来了就要好好把握住，对吧？谢谢。我觉得很开心，可以就是还是在高雄打球，我觉得非常就是很开心啊，对吧？对吧？就是谢谢球迷来为我们全家海神加油，然后我们会继续保持下去，然后可以拿到2连霸这样子。
There you have it, folks. An interview with the MVP of the game. We'll be right back with final notes to the game, folks.
OK， 各位神队友，今天高雄全家海神主场限定。 海神来了，海派大使也来了。今天邀请到的是来前金陵园指关区，口号是关键一战不容缺席，特别是2天得分都上双的吴小举。欢迎小举。那小举先跟各位神队友打个招呼啊。
大家好，我是前金史关陵园区的海派大使吴小景。
OK， 尖叫声，有点尖叫声哦！现场朋友，如果你今天用的是高雄日专案进场的朋友呢，尤其是前金陵园紫关3区的，可以把你的手挥一挥看，让我看到你们双手。等一下呢，我要请我们小景呢选出3位 这3个区域的好朋友。那当然，我们也会核对你的身份证，一定要是这3个区域的。然后，请我们小景选出你的双手在哪里，我神队友。
那想要获得好礼是前金陵园紫关区的朋友在哪里？哪里？
来列去给他看，
小远。黑色站起来，
黑色衣服站起来扇子那一位，就是你。OK， 请我们工作人员上前核对一下。
下面这个，
下面这一位，好，球裤的。
来，我们选一下后面的，好了。
后面的好了。
后面的跳起来那位女生是不是？来，工作人员帮我一下哦。跳起来那位，
前方跳起来这一位。好。OK， 那就恭喜我们几位被小景选中的。然后呢，我们现在也再次感谢小景，
谢谢小景。那小景也会把他的礼物送出去。
哎，小景现在送出其他礼物了，神队友们。接下来我们Aquas们要送出汉神巨蛋折价券的现场神队友，
想要礼物的双手举起来！
现场的神队友们，赶快把你们双手举高，在我们Merman还没送完之前，让他有机会。
So, Kaohsiung Aquas taking both wins at their homestand this weekend, 130 to 109 against the Leopards. They could really use Howard's leadership and just what he can contribute. So, folks, as you can see on the screen, a preview of the next game. So, next game is, as you can see, there is the Tainan Ghost Hawks at their home stadium against the Hero Bears on Saturday at 2 o'clock and Kaohsiung Aquas on Sunday. But folks, don't forget to tune in later today at 4:30 p.m. Matt, thank you so much for being on the broadcast. It's been a real pleasure to do the broadcast with you.
Taylor, I had a great time. I'm loving it. I can't wait to see what happens in the future.
Folks, thank you so much. Have a good night wherever you are. We'll see you next time.